What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today is episode 3 of a new series where we're building a battle beat from scratch. So in the last episode, we went ahead and added some basic drums onto our melody and got the idea of our beat together. So if you missed that one, I'm gonna link it at the top of the video right now. Go ahead and check that one out first because it's gonna lead into this one. And in this episode today, we're gonna be talking about 808. So we're going to be doing different 808 glides and making a crazy pattern which is going to carry the whole beat. So this is going to be a really important episode. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, we left off and this is what the beat sounded like from the last episode. Okay, so we're going to start building out this 808 pattern. Okay, so for these kind of beats, what you're going to hear a lot is a crazy distorted 808 sound. So for these kind of beats, you can get away with using a regular 808, you could use a bass synth, or you could use any combination of those. So we're going to be using a sample today, but if there's a VST that you like to use that has kind of like an 808 synth or something like that, that would work as well. Otherwise, you could just use like a longer spins 808 or some kind of longer 808 that you like to use. Okay, so this is the sound that we're going to be using. So it's just a grungy 808 sound is what you're looking for. And as you can see, it's like a straight line. It's very long. We can do our different bends and glides with it without it being a problem. And we're going to be adding crazy distortions to this to get it to sound right. So it's honestly going to transform how it sounds anyways. Okay, so we saved our MIDI before we went ahead and freeze and flattened our melody. So I'm going to bring over the piano one, which is just the bass piano that's going right here. So we're going to be following those notes with our 808s. We're going to go in here and do our controls really quick. And we're going to turn the glide onto glide. And we're going to put this at like 100, somewhere around there. And we can always adjust that later if it needs to be adjusted. Alright, so let's deactivate these notes and let's start getting this bad boy going. So the trick and the thing that we're going to be doing here is we're going to be following our guide notes here, and we're just going to be using the different octaves of those notes. So we're not going to be really using any other notes besides A and A sharp, and then just the different octaves between them. I'm thinking about putting a triplet right here after the snare hits. Alright, we're going to try to glide this note into that one. Let's see how this sounds. So we just put a little triplet here. So now I'm just going to get the basic pattern down here. So we're going to put these up. Oh yeah, we got triplet grid on. Here we go. Alright, so we got a basic little thing down. Now we're going to start putting in some different rolls. I deactivated this note because I want to put something crazy right here. Well, let's just start playing around with it. Alright, so we got something crazy going on over here. We might need to put something over here just to counteract it. So let's play with that now. I like this right here, but I don't want this to play every 4 bars, so when I make this 8 bars, I'm probably going to put this at the very end. So let's do that right now. Okay, boom guys, so I just noticed a little mistake and I wanted to point it out just in case you guys are making the same mistake too. So I have, this note right here is an A sharp, but these notes up here in the higher octaves are at A's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure these are at A sharp. It's just going to make a tiny little difference, but they're going to match up to the notes that are at that time, and it's going to sound a lot better. I'm going to change some of these velocities too, just get them a little bit better before we move on and duplicate it. You'll notice the higher the octaves are, the louder the notes are going to be, so I'm going to turn some of the higher ones down a little bit lower. Now let's go ahead and make that into 8 bars. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to get rid of this little double part over here, and I might even get rid of this too. Let's see. Whoops, looks like some of these got offset. Don't tell Cardi B. I think we'll just leave this one running. We'll end it a little bit early. Like right there. Alright, we got that first half done. Let's just put the second half on now. And we can tweak this. Just change it up a little bit. I don't know, that's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's going to be too much, but I don't know if it can ever be too much, to be completely honest. Let's listen back to it really quick. not done just yet. Alright, so let's see this little button right here. We're gonna double click that. Now we got our envelopes on. We're gonna go to our mixer here. We're gonna go to track panning. And we're gonna pan some of these crazy rolls to the left and right. Just trying out some different stuff, guys, seeing what's gonna work good. Might have to really push it to hear it well. This one's a little far, I feel like. Let's turn this back a little bit. Alright guys, so we finally finished our MIDI. Alright, so let's start distorting this 808 now. So the first one I'm going to be using is Ableton's Overdrive here. Put a utility on here and put -5 dB out just to gain stage after this. Next plugin I'm going to be using is Decapitator. Add a little more distortion, a little bit different kind. I like to turn this dark knob down a little bit. Turn up the drive. We're going to use another utility for this. I'm going to see if our bass sounds good. Alright, I'm going to do it at 120 instead. Alright, I turned up the volume a couple decibels here. Also, one thing I did is I turned up the dry wet back up to 50% on the overdrive. So I might end up getting rid of one of these utilities. The last thing we're going to put on it for now is a stereo imager. We're just going to boost this up to like 1.5. Alright, let's get a kick that can go with this. Okay, so I put the notes all on the right line so they're not all in down octaves, just so I know which 808 notes are going to be playing. Pitched it down an octave, and this is where I'm going to start. So what you'll see I'm doing is I'm following the root notes, but I'm not going to put the kick on any of the rolls. And it seems to work really well doing that. This is looking good already. I'm going to go ahead and turn the velocities all the way up. And I'm going to lengthen these notes out a little bit more just to make sure that the full note is playing. So since we copied those notes over, what it also did was it copied over our automation here. So if you end up copying your 808 over, you might want to go into your kick. Remember, just press this thing down here, go into your kick and just delete it all. So that way your kick is not automating with your 808. We're going to try out one more thing on the 808. I've never done it before, but we're going to put a chorus on here. Dude, that sounds so fucking crazy right there. That sounds so, I'm not going to swear, but it sounds crazy. That's our new sauce. Don't tell anybody. Put a saturation on it for the last thing here. We're going to turn the output down though. Guys, we're going to have to change the snare to this one. I'm just feeling a hard snare, which also means a new clap. Alright guys, so this is what we have, and we're ending out the video on this one. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up the tutorial on the crazy ass 808 glides. Hope you guys like that one. In the next episode, we're gonna be doing our basic arrangement and getting everything set up so that we can start adding these crazy different effects and little drum fills and different things like that. So look forward to that one. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button and the notification bell because we're uploading daily videos that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. Also, if you like the video, smash that like button for me. And besides that guys, I'll be catching you again in the next one. Peace out.